Many people lack the self-awareness to answer the following questions. Who are you when no one is around? Where do you feel most comfortable, and what situations give you goosebumps? Do you know why that is? Do you understand yourself and why you are the way you are? We often do not stop to deeply explore these questions because sometimes the truth about ourselves is hard to face. But Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor of Rome, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By understanding what makes us happy, what scares us, and the limits we set for ourselves, we can avoid unnecessary stress and choose joy wisely. Discovering oneself is not a journey of selfishness, but a quest for harmony between oneself and the surrounding world. This is not the time to follow the crowd or go with the majority. Join me in discovering the 10 hidden secrets in your soul to find the key to true happiness. Are you ready to understand yourself more deeply? Join the challenge, watch the video to the end, and don't miss any lessons. And if you're ready, leave a comment. I accept the challenge, and let's begin. Lesson number 1. Start a daily journey. When we strive to understand ourselves through the lens of Stoic philosophy, starting a daily journaling journey is not merely a habit. It becomes a profound conversation with oneself. Marcus Aurelius, through his meditations, used his diary as a means to record thoughts and emotions, as well as a place to pose introspective questions and remind himself of ethical and wise principles. Our life is what our thoughts make it, he emphasized, noting that reflection is the source of change and deep understanding. Daily journaling is not only a means to express emotions, but also a temporal tool that helps us recognize changes in mood and attitude over time. When you take time to record your thoughts and feelings, you begin a journey of self-discovery and happiness in life. Have you ever wondered why you feel a certain way at a specific time? The answers may be found in your writings. The habit of regular journaling is also a journey of continuous self-development. Each page written is an opportunity to explore hidden aspects, face challenges, and acknowledge personal achievements. These experiences, when recorded, not only help us see ourselves more truthfully, but also serve as a solid foundation for further growth. Ending each day with reflective thoughts, you are not only the author of your book of life, but also the reader who explores and discovers oneself through each page. You will realize that, although the reflections may sometimes seem paradoxical, they truly unlock the deepest understanding of yourself. Lesson number 2. Try learning something creative. In the world of Stoic philosophy, learning and practicing creativity is not only an artistic act, but also an essential path to better understanding oneself. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest representatives of Stoicism, once wrote in his meditations that life is short. That's all there is to say. Get what you can from the present, thoughtfully, justly. When we engage in a creative activity, we not only express ourselves in a new form, but also encourage ourselves to think and act with purpose and humanity. Consider learning to play a musical instrument, like the guitar, to better understand how to apply Stoic philosophy in daily life. Learning the guitar requires patience, focus, and long-term commitment, qualities that Stoicism values highly. As you slowly learn each note, each vibrating string not only produces sound, but also reflects a profound lesson in self-control and acceptance of circumstances. During the learning process, each mistake should not be seen as a failure, but as a valuable opportunity to learn, grow, and improve skills. Indeed, with each touch of the string, you're not only creating music, but also training in calmness and self-control, the core qualities of a Stoic. As you spend time practicing, each part of the music gradually becomes more proficient, reflecting the ongoing process of self-motion and continual self-improvement. Through this, you learn not only how to play an instrument, but also how to apply patience and control to all aspects of life, from work to personal relationships. The challenges and difficulties in learning the guitar, like life's challenges, are necessary steps toward gaining a deeper understanding of oneself and the world around you. Through these challenging moments, Stoicism teaches us how to view everything in life positively and to benefit personal growth. In this process, have you ever wondered why a particular piece of music can evoke deep emotions in you? Or have you thought about whether music persistence can help you be more persistent in life? The answers to these questions not only help you understand yourself better, but also reflect your philosophy of life. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, once said, "It's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Learning something creative, whether it's painting, writing, or gardening, can teach us the value of time and how to use every moment meaningfully. This not only helps us connect more deeply with the world around us, but also strengthens our connection with ourselves. Through learning and challenging ourselves in creative fields, we not only expand our skills and interests, but also discover new aspects of our personality and life philosophy. This is how we become more well-rounded individuals and gain a clearer understanding of our path in life. Share your thoughts on how creative activities can help us better understand ourselves and develop virtues according to Stoic philosophy. Have you ever tried an art form and learned something about yourself through that process? Leave a comment below and share your story. No lighthouse shines brighter than our principles of ethics and personal values. Marcus Aurelius guided us by using Stoic philosophy to examine our conscience and seek truth in every thought, action, and belief. Let's explore how these principles can guide us to realize the truth about ourselves, starting by clearly identifying what we value most. Lesson number 3. Identify your morals and values. Understanding and acknowledging your ethical values is akin to having a desk for your life. It helps you identify what truly matters to you and shapes the decisions you make. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, once said that justice is the source of all other virtues. Your ethical values are like enduring beacons, illuminating your path and ensuring that each step and decision you make reflects your true self most accurately. These values not only help us stand firm in storms, but also shape our character and behavior. For example, a person who values honesty will not only firmly avoid lying, but will also consistently display transparency in all relationships and activities. Have you ever been in a challenging situation where you chose to express your values? When we share and acknowledge our values with others, we not only build relationships based on mutual respect and trust, but also encourage growth and learning from one another. For instance, in an organization where a leader values transparency and accountability, it not only contributes to the formation of a healthy corporate culture, but also motivates employees to work diligently and honestly, thereby bringing those values into their everyday lives. The ultimate goal of recognizing ethical values is to live a life that is not only successful materially, but also rich in spirit. Living according to your ethical values is not just a commitment to yourself, but also to the community around you. As Marcus Aurelius advised, discard your misperceptions. Stop being jerked like a puppet. Limit yourself to the present. Only when we live true to our values can we truly understand ourselves and achieve inner peace. Marcus Aurelius sought self-truth through deep conversations. He believed that in every conversation, through each sincere word and empathetic listening, we discover not only new things about others, but also about ourselves. Thus, in the next lesson, we will explore how these thoughtful and meaningful conversations can enlighten our souls and bring us closer to our true selves. Lesson number 4. Have more meaningful conversations. In understanding oneself through Stoic philosophy, nothing can replace the depth of meaningful conversation. Marcus Aurelius deeply reflected on this, noting, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize?" This highlights that through sincere dialogue, we not only understand others, but also deeply comprehend ourselves. Human connection is not just a basic need, but an art. When we listen genuinely and express our thoughts honestly, each conversation becomes an opportunity for growth and learning. Listening is not just about receiving information, but about understanding and responding meaningfully. Consider a specific example. Imagine you are discussing a difficult decision with a friend named Ryan. Instead of just giving advice, you choose to ask Ryan about his deep feelings and thoughts on the options. This conversation not only helps him discover solutions, but also allows you to understand better how he handles and resolves issues. from which you also learn how to approach similar situations. Such dialogues not only enrich relationships, but also help us understand ourselves better. We often hear that, "You are what you think," but it can also be said, "You are what you converse about." Through each word and each story, we are building the best version of ourselves. By harnessing the power of language in our relationships, we not only build deep connections, but also create positive changes in our lives. Meaningful conversations are an essential starting point in the journey of self-understanding and development. Your reflections are important. Have you ever had a conversation that changed your perspective on an issue? Or how can you use daily conversations to enhance your understanding of those around you? Share your unique viewpoints below. Lesson number 5. Develop your self-awareness. Do you want to be happier, make more influential decisions, and become a more effective leader? If yes, self-awareness is the most important skill you need to develop. Self-awareness is not just about understanding oneself. It's the foundation for striving to become the best version of yourself. It is the key to unlocking your true potential in all areas of life. In the journey of self-discovery, self-awareness acts like a compass, helping us navigate through difficulties and challenges, both in emotional storms and moments of calm. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great emperors and Stoic philosophers, once asserted, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." This advice highlights the power of thought and reminds us of the importance of self-awareness. When you are aware of how you react in challenging situations, you not only can choose a smarter approach, but also reduce stress and proactively manage your emotions. Self-awareness deeply influences both personal and professional relationships. As you understand yourself better, you begin to recognize and respect your own and others' boundaries. This not only improves the quality of relationships, but also makes them stronger and more meaningful. This leads to the question, how can I improve this relationship by better understanding my own and others' emotions and needs? Ultimately, self-awareness encourages you to live a purposeful and conscious life. When you understand your goals and motives, you can shape and pursue a fulfilling life that truly reflects your values and beliefs. Stoicism emphasizes that self-awareness is the foundation for developing virtue and living a meaningful life. This is not just a process of self-discovery, but also an opportunity to build a rich, harmonious, and meaningful life where every step is purposeful and clear. We have explored together the steps to develop self-awareness, a journey that helps you understand not only yourself, but also the world around you. Thank you for joining me in this part of the video. If you find our content valuable, please like and share the video to support us. And remember, being open and allowing yourself to be vulnerable is not a sign of weakness, but a display of courage. This will help you confront the truths about yourself and the world, an essential step in Stoic philosophy. Join me in the next part of the video as we continue to explore. Lesson number 6. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. As we follow in our footsteps on the journey of self-discovery, we often think that moments of vulnerability are moments of weakness, times when we are shaken. However, Marcus Aurelius, with his wisdom, once said, "The best way of avenging yourself is not to become like the wrongdoer." His advice resonates like a wake-up call, not only reminding us of the courage needed to face the world, but also encouraging us to open our hearts. These words are not just a simple guide. They are an invitation, a powerful manifesto on embracing life with all its uncertainties. When you allow yourself to be free from the constraints of fear and self-limitation, you not only find strength in your weaknesses, but also find peace in that very disclosure. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we not only discover the hidden strength in moments of pain, but also learn to embrace life with all that it brings. Being exposed is not just an act of courage, but also the key to truly understanding ourselves and building meaningful relationships. By sharing our deepest selves, we not only build trust, but also create genuine and lasting relationships. Stoicism teaches that recognizing and accepting one's vulnerability not only helps us endure life's challenges with patience and resilience, but also opens a new direction in the pursuit of happiness and inner peace. Acknowledging that we can be vulnerable does not weaken us. Rather, it nurtures strength from deep within. Being exposed is not a blind display, but a conscious choice to express the truth of oneself, thereby bringing about inner happiness and a life rich in authenticity and connection. When we can live without fear of exposing ourselves, we are truly free. So, are you ready to allow yourself to be vulnerable, to thereby discover the hidden strengths within yourself? Let us know your answer. Remember, in vulnerability, we find truth, and in truth, we find freedom. Lesson number 7. Start a daily meditation. Daily meditation. This is a solid foundation that helps us understand and control ourselves more deeply. Marcus Aurelius once said, "No one can keep you from living as your nature requires. Nothing can happen to you that is not required by nature." Through this advice, he underscored the importance of training the mind, with meditation as the tool for achieving this alignment. Meditation in Stoic philosophy is not just a process of sitting quietly to calm the mind. It is an inner journey where we confront and accept all thoughts and emotions most authentically. When you start a meditation session, you place yourself in a quiet space where only you and your deepest thoughts exist. From here, you learn to observe without judgment, to receive without being drawn in, gradually building calmness and steadfastness in daily life. Imagine facing a major challenge at work, feeling anxiety and worry piling up in your mind. By applying meditation, you gradually learn to detach yourself from immediate reactions, to consider the issue calmly, and to respond thoughtfully. This is the priceless benefit of meditation: freedom from random emotions and impulsive reactions. Marcus Aurelius believed that happiness is not a destination, but a journey. Daily meditation helps us navigate that journey by reinforcing awareness of the present and accepting all conditions of life. This raises the question: have you ever stopped to reflect on the richness of the present moment, unfettered by the past or worried about the future? Practicing meditation through Stoicism is not just a technique to reduce stress. It is a part of everyday life, a holistic approach to understanding and appreciating life. As you start and maintain this habit, you not only see the difference in handling personal situations, but also feel an internal change, a peace, a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. The way we react to each situation not only reflects our deepest values, but also provides an opportunity to better understand ourselves. Each reaction is a picture of how we handle emotions, assess situations, and ultimately express our ego. So, how do we explore approaches to personal reactions consciously? The answer lies in the advice of Marcus Aurelius, from which we can move closer to understanding and fully developing ourselves. Lesson number 8. Think about how you react. In the journey of understanding oneself, there is no deeper lesson than observing and controlling how we react to the world around us. Marcus Aurelius emphasized greatly that you have control over your mind, and no one can take that away from you. This reminder is not just a quote, but also an invitation for us to become more proactive in our lives. To truly control our emotions, we need to develop an awareness of every feeling, thought, and reaction that arises in our mind. This requires constant vigilance and a non-judgmental yet understanding observational attitude. As you begin to recognize not only the existing emotions, but also their origins, you gradually build the ability to consciously adjust your reactions. Being proactive in life is not just about making decisions or taking actions, but also about choosing how to receive and respond to what life brings. When we control how we react, we are no longer victims of circumstances, but become the directors of our own lives. This brings a sense of autonomy, leading to greater happiness and deeper satisfaction. Self-awareness is the foundation for happiness and meaning in life. When you understand how you react and why, you begin to discover new and richer choices in your life. You don't just react based on a habit or fleeting emotions, but from a place of deep understanding and acceptance. Now, ask yourself, when was the last time I paused to reflect on how I reacted to a difficult situation? This question is not only a means of self-awareness, but also an important step on the journey towards finding meaning and happiness in life. How we react to each situation is the key to unlocking deeper self-understanding and building a more fulfilling life. In life, we sometimes feel stagnant, repeating the same routines, and not finding joy in new challenges. Let's learn how to accept and face new challenges, not just as a way to understand ourselves more deeply, but also as an essential part of living a meaningful and growing life. Lesson number 9. Take on new challenges. On the journey of self-awareness, we often have to overcome barriers and challenges, putting our resilience and minds to the test. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." He emphasized that happiness does not depend on external circumstances, but on the way we think and perceive life. Patience and courage in facing challenges are not only a manifestation of mental strength, but also evidence of human maturity and wisdom. Each challenge is an opportunity for us to test and surpass our limits, discovering the hidden potential within. When we face difficulties, we not only demonstrate our strength, but also open the door to growth and success. Stoic philosophy encourages us to view challenges not just as burdens, but as opportunities to train and refine ourselves. Facing these challenges, we discover unexplored spaces within our souls. Each difficulty is not just a challenge, but also a valuable lesson. They allow us to grow and learn from every experience, making us more adaptable and prepared for any situation. Practicing Stoic philosophy teaches us to view challenges not just as burdens, but as opportunities to become wiser and more ethical. Life, with all its upheavals and difficulties, becomes a colorful journey of self-discovery and triumph. Facing challenges not only opens the door to inner happiness, but also transforms our lives into a continuous adventure, where each step is a progress towards maturity and success. Lesson number 10. Trust your instincts. In Stoic philosophy, believing in one's instincts is not just a choice, but a crucial step on the journey to self-understanding and autonomy. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "A wise man accepts his pain, endures it, but does not add to it." This is not only advice, but also a reminder of the power of profound self-awareness. Consider a specific example. Imagine a company leader who must decide whether to expand the business into a new market. Data and analysis may highlight risks, but his instincts perceive a potential opportunity that the numbers cannot detect. This decision, based on instinct, is not only intuitive, but also the result of deep knowledge and experience accumulated over the years. This illustrates the application of instinct in business decisions in a Stoic manner. In everyday life, how many times have you felt something not right, but ignored that feeling due to a lack of clear evidence? And how many times have you regretted not listening to that inner voice? These are important questions to ponder, as they help us recognize the importance of trusting ourselves. The lesson here is not just to listen, but to act on what our instincts tell us. In each life decision, asking oneself, "Am I listening to my instincts?" is a way to ensure that you are not just a slave to reason, but also a master of your emotions and intuition. This is a strong encouragement for us not to ignore the guiding voice from within. In our journey to understand ourselves through the philosophy of Stoicism and the leadership of Marcus Aurelius, we have discovered many valuable insights about self-awareness and character. From recognizing our values and morals to facing challenges and fostering personal growth, we have learned how to become the best versions of ourselves. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." Continue your journey in deepening your understanding of yourself and creating a meaningful life. Please share your thoughts about this video and how it has impacted you. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video to spread the philosophy of Stoicism and help others on their journey. Subscribe to our channel to not miss any future videos, and continue watching the videos displayed at the end of today's video to keep motivating each other through Stoic philosophy. Thank you for joining us on this journey.